Right, Rory, can you tell us a bit about the plan, coming visiting the schools and the kids?
Sort of very similar to how we've always run it, I think. We'll get to visit a few schools on the way down. Obviously Maiponga being one. For us, we're on to Yankalilla next. And then tonight we'll be down in Victor doing a bit of a clinic, have some food. And tomorrow morning we'll play against a few kids around Victor as well. So it's awesome. We love these trips and kids get so much out of it. Kids love it, and I still remember when I think I had Dean Rice come out to one of, or for my school visit, and I remembered that all through my career, and I think kids get so much out of this, so it's good.
Number 23 for Carlton, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what number.
What did he have to say? Can you remember anything that he sort of said on that visit?
I can't remember what he said, but we did a lot of longest kicking, and I couldn't win it. I couldn't win it then, which was very annoying. I sort of got a bit frustrated, but no, I can't remember what he said, but I just remember being so pumped that I had his autograph and got to go home and had a Carlton player's autograph. It was amazing.
Where was school, Rory?
Upway High and Primary. In Upway, obviously.
Rory, first game for you this week as skipper, acting skipper. You looking forward to that challenge?
Yes. Yeah, it should be good. I just can't wait for games in particular, Rennie, because pre-season goes forever, and games can't come quick enough. It's very hard pre-season program, and we've finally moved on to the in-season program now, and you're feeling a bit better about ourselves this week, I think.
Are you likely to manage a few senior blokes over the first few rounds? Is that something you'll look to do?
Maybe a couple of the real older guys, but I think after last year, we've probably learned a bit from the last 2 years, and I think we want to carry some good pre-season form into games.
How are you going to juggle the captaincy between you and Danger? Who's going to toss the coin against Port?
Danger will toss it. I've made that clear to him. But look, I'm not sure how it doesn't really fuss us. I'm sure he can. He's a bit scarier in the middle, I think. If you're an opponent, you'd probably rather look at me instead of Danger. He's a bit more scary.
And tell us a bit about some of the new guys like Podsy and Eddie Betts and all that. They're going to get a run in this first game as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm just so excited to watch Eddie and Pods play because they've both had massive pre-seasons. They've both been tearing it up. We've had a few match simulations and just playing each other, a few intra-clubs, and both of them look very sharp. So it's going to be good. We're going to have a different looking forward line this year, and it's pretty exciting, I reckon.
Rory, how important is winning this first game? Is it that important, or is it more about how you play, or is winning actually really important?
I think it is, because you want to develop that culture. You want to develop a strong culture of winning, and no matter what game it is. And yeah, we'll have some younger guys play as well, but when they come into the side, we want them to have that have the same feeling as, or the same desire to win as what we have. And look, you want to carry pre-season form into the season, so these are really dress rehearsals to come into the season, and I want to have some good form.
I know you've got a massive rivalry against Port Adelaide, but would you rather not play them in the pre-season so it builds it up more for the season proper?
I think that'd be ideal. Obviously, probably not so for AFL and everything, but look, it's a mini showdown, I suppose, and both teams will still be going super hard. I guarantee that. And but yeah, the actual showdowns are amazing games to be involved in.
Does the build up to the season feel any different to you with the acting captaincy?
No, it doesn't, because it all happened pretty late, and I've tried to keep things very similar, I suppose, but I've had a strong focus on certain parts of my leadership throughout the whole pre-season. So we knew I knew Nathan was going to be our captain anyway at the start of the pre-season, so my build-up's still been the same.
You and Danger, when you were appointed, you sort of talked about what made you both good captains. You were sort of more of a sort of before the game talker and that sort of thing. Have you had a bit of a think about what you might be talking about this year, and have you got sort of a speech in mind?
No, not really. Look, I think just analyse that game day.
Have you put much work into the new rules they're going to be enforcing in the NAB Cup?
Yeah, I think umpires are now going to back out to the middle of the ground instead of to the boundary. So we've trialled a few different things in our match simulation and our match play, and but yeah, it changes every year, so you got to adapt quickly and get used to it.
Sounds like they're going to be pretty strict on the bump crawl as well. Have you sort of done much work with that?
What I haven't heard
Like
this one.
if you make contact with the head, they're not going to be lenient at all this year, and they'll charge you for rough conduct.
Yeah, that's been like that for the last couple of years. So, look, you got to look after the players out there, and the player that puts his head over the ball, I think you look after and reward him.
I suppose it's hard to know until you've played a game, Rory, but how do you feel like you're tracking sort of February 10 this year compared to this time, last year?
Well, every team's grand final favourites, I reckon. You got that feeling after you finish a pre-season, you feel fit, you feel strong. It feels like we're running really well during our match play, and you don't know until games where you stand, I suppose. So that's why it's going to be great to play Port this weekend. They finished off the year amazingly, so it's going to be a good test for us for both teams, because we'll see where we're both at.
You give yourself a chance to win the long kicking contest this time?
I hope so. I hope to find another little couple of guns here, because these country towns, or the ones that sit just out of Adelaide, you get some super friendly kids and they love their footy out here, so I love visiting these areas.